Energy costs keep climbing, and for most food and beverage or consumer packaged goods manufacturers, while teams might suspect that certain manufacturing lines are wasting energy, without benchmarking, there's no way to confirm that. And a mistuned chiller or oven running inefficiently for months can waste thousands of dollars, with the only time that anyone realizing something is wrong is when the utility bill arrives, usually 30 days too late to do anything about it. But today, I'll show how we can surface those hidden costs in real time. Let's look at energy optimization inside AVEVA Advanced Analytics. Across the top, these analysis cards explain what's driving total energy cost right now. You can clearly see contributions from the chiller, carbonator, and warmer, for example. On the right, the anomaly status table lists the current conditions for each relevant process variable. Notice how it flags total energy cost and carbonator CO2 level in red, telling the team where to look and why it matters instantly. Here in predicted versus actual energy, the blue trace is our expected use and the red is actual. These deviations are the waste we can prevent. And on the right, ideal running conditions lists the recommended set points for this line. Everything from zone temperatures to recommended refrigerant flow settings. Now operators don't have to guess. They can compare current values versus ideal targets in one place. And down below, our anomaly history shows when and how often we've strayed. Those spikes mark the moments our operations drifted off course. Now, in recommendation analysis, each recommendation shows limits versus actuals. And this is the difference between a warning and a plan. Actionable, prioritized changes that can specifically drive savings. And behind the scenes, the quick start tiles explain exactly how we built this. We added data, set timing, evaluated the model, trained it, reviewed results, and finally operationalized it. And on the timing panel, you can see that our data is collected continuously and the model executes every 15 minutes. That cadence gives the team fresh insights each quarter hour, frequent enough to catch drift, but without overwhelming operators. Now let's look at the line dashboard inside Connect Visualization Services, which is perfect for our remote monitoring teams or for use as digital signage within our plant. On the left, current product and state shows changeovers and batch states, so energy trends are always in production context. The status board highlights the controllable variables that we just discussed: CO2 level, pressure, product temperature, and refrigerant flow. And over here, energy usages splits our data into chiller and warmer values so that you can see which subsystem is driving the spike. The temperature probes visual confirms for us that the zones are stabilizing after set point changes. And this chart, refrigerant flow versus energy, is our quick check. When flow creeps up without corresponding quality benefit, it's a cost leak. And the average energy usage bars show how today compares to the norm, so supervisors can validate savings after adjustments. Here in Connect Visualization Services is also where our users are empowered by the AVEVA Industrial AI Assistant. On the right, the assistant summarizes today's maximum energy usage by subsystem and by line. If I ask, what was our maximum energy usage today for the warmer and the chiller on plant line 1, it returns the numbers and links me straight to the relevant threads. That's perfect for daily stand-ups without digging through multiple screens. Together, AVEVA Advanced Analytics finds the drift. Connect Visualization Services presents benchmarks and conveys savings opportunities. And Connect Data Services keeps the data from every meter and controller centralized and updating in real time behind the scenes. Instead of learning about waste from the bill, your team sees it within minutes, knowing which knob to turn, and they can prove the result before the next batch. And that is the power of the Connect Industrial Cloud Platform from AVEVA.